Esther. Esther chapter 3-7. Haman was the prime minister in Persia. The other officials should bow down to him, but Mordecai refused to do it. He explained, "I am a Jew. I only bow down to God." Haman became furious, so he made a plan to kill not only Mordecai, but also every Jew in the whole Persian Empire. Haman told the king, "Jews don't obey the laws of the empire. Don't tolerate them." Finally, the king issued a decree that all Jews were to be killed. The decree was made public in the whole country. Mordecai tore his clothes in anguish. All the Jews fasted, wept, wailed, put on sackcloth, and lay in ashes. Mordecai sent a message to Queen Esther, who was also a Jew. He asked her to beg the king to have mercy on Jews. Mordecai said, "Who knows if it was for a time like this that you were made queen?" Esther replied, "If anyone goes to see the king without being summoned, that person must die. But if the king holds out his gold scepter to the person, that person's life is spared. But if I must die for doing it, I will die." All the Jews fasted and prayed for the queen for 3 days. After the fast, Esther stood in the courtyard of the palace. The king saw Queen Esther. He held out the gold scepter to her. The king asked, "Tell me what you want. I will grant your request, even if it is half my empire." She replied, "I would like to invite you and Haman at a banquet I am preparing for you." That night, the king and Haman went to Esther's banquet. The king asked her again, "What's your wish?" She replied, "Come to my banquet tomorrow again. I will tell you what I want." Haman left the banquet. On the way, he saw Mordecai. He didn't show any sign of respect. Haman was furious with him. He prepared a gallows to hang Mordecai. That night, the king couldn't go to sleep, so he had the official bring the records of the empire and read to him. There was a story of how Mordecai had uncovered a plot to assassinate the king. The king wanted to reward Mordecai. He called Haman and asked, "There is someone I wish to honor. What should I do for this man?" Haman thought the person was him, so he answered, "Dress him in royal robes, put him on your horse, and have someone lead him through the city square." Then the king said to Haman, "Do everything for Mordecai that you have suggested." Haman had to leave Mordecai through the city square. The next day, the king and Haman went to Esther's banquet for a second time. The king asked, "Queen Esther, what do you want?" She answered, "My wish is that I may live, and my people may live. My
people and I have been sold for slaughter. We are about to be exterminated."
The king asked, "Who dares to do such a thing?" Esther answered,
"Our enemy is this evil man, Haman."
The king was angry and punished Haman. He was hanged on the gallows that he had built for Mordecai.